And you're in the air, Mary Ann.
Hi, Mike. How are you?
Good.
I'm calling from the CSF event from the other night at the Hilton Garden Inn.
Oh, yeah. How you doing?
I'm a first-time caller.
Hold on. Let me play this. Hold on.
Don't try to do it yourself. I'm okay. No, I'm not. Go to absoluteroofing.com.
Now, the name of the event, the charity event was what?
It was CSF, which stands for Chiari Syringomyelia Foundation.
Yeah, because I can't even begin to say that.
I know, that's what you had said.
I really can't. But the disease, and I don't know if I was telling Glenn or Seth or Andre, I don't know who I was telling her, the combination of, this is something that you're born with?
You could be born with it, or it could be something that's acquired. Actually, Cathy is here with me on the phone, if you would rather have her explain that a little bit better.
Whichever one of you can explain it the best, because I literally had tears in my eyes listening to some of them young girls explain what they're going through, you know?
Kara spoke very well and so truthful. I'm going to let Cathy explain it really quick to you.
Hey, Mike, thanks to you and Tammy for being there and supporting us.
Thank you, Cathy.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.
So Chiari is when your cerebellum hangs down into your spinal cord. And, for example, then my boys both have a 13-millimeter herniation. Their brain hangs down. And it causes the flow to be compromised. You can kind of consider it like a clogged toilet, you know, if you want to look at it like that. So then when that fluid gets messed up, then you could also develop cysts in the spine, and that's the syringomyelia part. That's called the syrinx.
And the pain is excruciating, isn't it, in the head?
Yeah, it's very debilitating. You know, and everyone's different, but it could be very debilitating. And, you know, my boys have had pain scales up to 6 and 7s and 8s, and now they live with, like, 1s and 2s.
Like the young lady, the young little girl who just graduated from college that spoke at the event at the at the Hilton Garden Inn Saturday night, as you guys raise money for fighting this disease, CSF. What she went through, I don't even know if you can explain that. Can you?
Well, what happened? She was diagnosed with Chiari, and her and Calvin were actually diagnosed within a couple years of each other. And so she had a brain surgery, but she continued to have a lot of pain, and sometimes the scar tissue builds up again, and so it doesn't always work. And then with so many of these kids and adults, there's related conditions, and when you have related conditions, it really complicates matters.
And there's no cure for it right now, right?
No, there's no cure. The only thing that could possibly help is surgery, brain surgeries. So Kara's been through, like, I think 15. I can't remember. Calvin's been through 23 surgeries.
Wow. And you had Cleveland Clinic doctors there. I forgive me, I don't remember their names, but and they are working on a cure.
Yeah, Dr. Mark Luciano and Dr. Ed Benzel, they're wonderful. They work with our organization, and Mark Luciano is actually helping put together a database that CSF is sponsoring. It's an international patient database, because we don't even have that in place yet.
Mm-hmm. Now, this money that you raise with these events at the Hilton Garden Inn in Twinsburg every year goes to research. How does that work?
Research and programs. So I'm sure some of this will go to this patient database, because that's our big, huge project this year. Another project that they're working on is they're working with Georgia Tech, and they're creating a golf cart for kids that have this disability, so it will be specially equipped so that the kids can golf. Our chairman, Paul Farrell, is in a wheelchair, and he still has that turns him and stands him up, and then it turns back. And they're trying to do this for the kids, too.
How would you know if your child had this? Could you give some hints, helpful hints out there, please?
Most of it is headaches, arm and leg weakness, stomach pain. That's how a lot of the kids might start.
Is it true that the pain gets so bad at times they'll actually beat their head against something?
Oh, yeah. Yes, Calvin used to pull knives out of the drawer because he couldn't take it anymore, and he was young. It was very dramatic, but he was young at the time, too, and he was trying to deal with it.
And as a parent, how do you 24-hour, you have to keep him, watch him? How does that work?
Yeah, it's, lots of frustration. You have to watch them, and you know, you get into you call the neurosurgeons, and you know how it works with the medical field. It's hard to reach doctors, and you're watching your child suffer. It's very, very difficult.
If people want to help and donate to CSF, how would they do that?
They can go to the website at www.csfinfo.org or call me at 330-998-6195.
Wait a minute. That's CSF dot what?
CSF Info.
Info.
Info.org.
Info.org. And give that phone number out slowly again.
330-998-6195.
Kathy, I appreciate the time. Thank you very much, and good luck.
Thanks, Mike. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks, Mike. Take care.
Thank you. Thank you, Mary Ann. Thank you. Oh, what an unbelievable disease this is. It's uncurable right now. And, if your child has a lot of head pains or something like that,
that's awful.
And there's no cure for it. I was at the event at the Hilton Garden Inn in Twinsburg Saturday night. Roger Green out there, CSF held their event out there, and I was there that night, dinner and a party and everything, and you donate, and it was a great time, sort of like the events that I do. But this one was for CSF at the Hilton in Twinsburg, and some of the young people that got up there and said a few words. I mean, it was just, it's unbelievable. I've never heard of this. This is the second year now I've went to this event. I told Mary Ann and Cathy to call in this week because I've never really heard of this. And I just wonder, every time I go to this event, well, it's been the last 2 years, I think how many kids have this and the parents don't realize it.
Yeah. I never thought of it that way. Probably a lot.
I mean, her son, 23 operations on the brain. And they're still trying to figure out what the hell to do.
It's awful.
Yeah, it's
awful.
Unbelievable. You get traffic and weather every 10 minutes, mornings and afternoons. At Radio WTAM 1100. Here's Olivia.
This traffic report is brought to you by Shark Tank on CNBC.
I'll tell you this on the air. So I go to this CSF event with my wife Saturday night, right? I've been going for the last 2 years. So they have a Chinese raffle. They have all these baskets, whether it's a Browns basket, a fruit basket, all kind of different baskets, a chocolate basket, the big gift baskets, huge baskets, right? Movies in one basket. Anyway, CSF must have had 30 there to raise money. Right. People donated their product, and they put them in these big gifted baskets. So it's called a Chinese raffle, where you buy raffle tickets and you stick them in the can in front of the basket. So I buy a bunch of raffle tickets to support the charity and everything, right? My wife goes and puts them in the cans. So towards the end of the night, Chance was the entertainment there. They were playing, right? Great dinner by the Hilton Garden Inn in Twinsburg, and CSF raised a lot of money. That night, probably 300 people were there. We win like 8 baskets. So there was a couple of little kids there, like 8, 9 years old. There was one basket with all kind of little teddy bears in it. I gave it to the little girl that was there, with her family and stuff and this and that, right? But we took about 6 of them home. One was a chocolate basket, all full of different chocolates and stuff, right? I'm walking out of there with all these baskets.
You feel bad walking out with all the baskets?
I didn't know what to do,
You won them.
Gave some away. We won them, but it's a great event. It's every year at the Hilton Garden Inn in Twinsburg. Just go to their website, csfinfo.org. csfinfo.org. What a brutal disease that is. Unbelievable disease. And if you hear some of the speakers they have there, I mean, it's just touching. It's what they have to go through in life is just remarkable. It really is.
Every time you think your situation's bad,